everybody. This is Dalmascopic Sage.
Hey, hey.
And I'm here with my... It is Alabama time, you guys. We are excited about that. I am pretty loud. I'm sorry. Let me bring down my volume. Is that a little bit better?
That's good for me.
Can you hear me, Juju?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So we are celebrating Alabama this week. It's a take two. I can hear you too. Great. And we're doing a take two because last time with the weather and everything, it was a little bit of a challenge to do a live because we were cutting out. And I did some hardware. And connected via hardline and did some of the tweaks that make things better. So hopefully we'll be giving you a better quality than what we've been able to give you guys in the past. We'll see how that goes. But we are really excited about playing with Alabama's kit and have some fun news to just share about life in general too. So, oh good. Hi, Di. We're happy you're here.
Hey,
so let me go ahead and show you the kit really quick. I'll do that on the computer, and then we could play with it too. So I'm going to add this to the stage, and then let's remove us so you guys. Add to stage and add to stage. Okay, so Bonnie's saying we have no sound. Is that the case?
No sound when you took us off stage. That says you need to be on the stage. So you can take me off stage, but you need to stay when you share.
So thank you. Okay, I could do this really quick again. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm learning. So I wanted to show this primarily. And let me go back here to the Ko-fi shop. So here are the digitals. They're just easier to see sometimes than from our tables. We got the hydrangeas and lace and cotton. They're really popular for their colonial images. And most of these are AI. This is their state motto. And then I just did a couple things with their birds. So I kept it pretty simple. And, but it's going to be a fun kit to play with. So let me go ahead and remove this. And then we will go back to here.
Yay, we did it.
Yay.
You did it. I didn't do numbers in here.
Yeah, well, I wasn't quite sure. I wanted to be able to see the full page, and I thought, oh, I'll just remove us, but obviously that didn't work. So we're living and learning. Thanks for your patience, you guys. So I've got the kit here. There are some There are some elements that are also ephemera. So I had a page that had these 4 pieces together. And then I also had there's 3 pieces here. So there's the 1, 2, 3, and you can cut those into tags. And this is what they're looking like printed. And then where's that other tag? I cut up the one that I'm looking for, so that's not going to work for you. But yeah, these were a lot of fun to make. It's been a while since we did them. I have the words behind here. We dare defend our rights is what it says, and then I think it says it in Latin. Audemus jara nostra defendera.
Oh, well, you go, girl.
Is what it looks like. Yeah, I just will say I just tried that confidently, although we'll see how it goes. So, and I was having fun with the feathers, so I did a lot more of the feathers. So you can have a natural journal, and you can have sort of a sort of fancy journal because it's sort of colonial, right? So there's 2 journals you can get out of that if you'd like. So that's what I did. And I will put it on Juju full so she could let us know what we're working on.
Well, I just put mine in his signature and I flipped through it a while ago, but it is, I'm going to do some painting on the backs, and then I used that, and I was going to do some tags, but then I decided to leave it as a full page like that and do some painting on the back. And then I did some sewing. Look at that stitching. Yes, I did on my machine because, I can't do nothing like that. And then
Oh, that's a good stitch.
I put these 2 together, and then I left the top open because I think I do a big tag to slide down in the tops of that. And then that's the back. And then this is God Bless America. Miss Deb sent that to me, so I stuck that in here. And then that's the back of one of my gel plate roll-offs that I can play with. Now, the great state of Bama. That's what we call it. It's not Alabama. It's Bama. Okay, Bama's capital is Montgomery. The largest populated spot is Huntsville. And it has 7 representatives, and it has 5,024,279 people plus a couple more. It joined the Union on December the 14th of 1819. That's Bama for you.
Very cool. Very cool. So I wanted to, do you have, I don't have them with me. We can try to name them off if we need to. The 12 by 12 gals, do you have that sheet? And we can go over that really quick. I didn't prep that, but I can. So I just want to encourage everybody to do the 12 by 12 junk journal challenge. If you're working on that.
I have it, but I can't get it out.
Okay, no worries. I will, let me see if I can grab it really quick.
See, what had happened was I decided to move my desk over a little bit. And I got this shelf here that I have my stuff on. Well, I forgot to take the stuff off the shelf. So I have it in that 12 by 12 thing that you get from Michael's, the scrapbook keeper holder. And that's a little square thing. And it won't bend to go out. The boys are going to kill me. They're going to have to move the desk again so I can get the stuff off the shelf. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you know how it goes.
Okay, let me see something here. Yes, I know how it is.
We have Alabama's nickname is the Yellow Hammer State. Yellow Hammer State. It's also known as the Heart of Dixie and the Cotton State. But, I don't know about that. I kind of, being from Mississippi, want to argue with Bama on that Cotton State thing, but whatever. Alabama is America's oldest Mardi Gras. I didn't know this, but the Saturn V rocket was launched, which launched the Apollo 11 mission, was developed in Huntsville, Alabama. We all know Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks sparked the Montgomery bus boycott in Montgomery, Alabama. It was named after its Alabama River. And did you know that the Spanish were the first Europeans to reach Alabama? It happened in 1540. But the French was the first to settle it. I guess they thought, we just going to bypass Bama on and go somewhere else. The French did the colonists in 1702. And Mobile is the oldest city in the state. Did we lose Dawn? Am I still here? Y'all help me. Am I talking to myself? And did we lose Dawn?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Nope, I'm listening.
Okay. I can't read and craft at the same time. Let me give you something pretty to look at. There we go. Let's see here. All right. Nobody questioned the Mardi Gras situation. So I know we must not know Louisiana people up in here. But Mobile, Alabama is the birthplace of America's original Mardi Gras. The parade originated in 1703 in the port city. Oh, y'all know about the Trails of Tears? It forced removal of the Native American tribes from their ancestral lands in 1830, and it passed through Alabama, affecting the Cherokee, the Creek, the Chaw, and the Choctaw. And that was sad. But it goes through family. On the night of November the 12th, 1833, a spectacular occurrence of a meteor shower had been observed in Alabama. It was so intense that many people thought that the world was coming to an end. It is called the night the star fails, and is mentioned in several stories about Ray County. That is a Chicken Little episode if I ever heard one. Why am I in trouble? Why am I in trouble? What did I do? I did not do nothing. Nope. No. Mm-mm. It was not me. It was Donna. What did I do?
It's always me.
Yeah, with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take it for nothing. Oh, here's some more about them Bama folks. In 1836, Bama was the first U.S. state to declare Christmas a holiday. Oklahoma was second to follow in 1907. And it was the last to do so. So Bama was the first and Oklahoma was the last. Everybody else was in between. Oh, the nickname Yellowhammer State originates from the fact that the Confederate troops placed yellow trimmings on their uniforms during the Civil War, and yellowhammers are the birds with the yellow patches under their wings. Oh, how about Miss Helen? You and your prompts. Granddaughter came out. Oh my God! That's not my fault. You left contraband laying around so your granddaughter could find it. At least it wasn't, vibrating. The old Helen Keller was born June the 27th, 1880 in Alabama. And she was the first deaf and blind person to earn a college degree. And was in a film, The Miracle Worker, in 1962, depicting the story of Anne Sullivan and Helen Keller. Bama's done a lot. I'm kind of upset with Bama. Okay, in 1888, April the 15th, tax day of no day at all, Montgomery became the first U.S. city to initiate an electric streetcar system for transportation. It was called the Capital City Street Railway and is known as the Lightning Route. The system was, however, retired after 50 years of service on April the 15th, 1936, and replaced by buses, which later became a problem with Rosa Parks. The first African American bank in the United States, the Penny Saving Bank, was founded in Birmingham, Alabama in 1890. Wow, Bama's just done a lot. Good God. The first open heart surgery was performed in Montgomery, Alabama in 1902. Montgomery is just cutting up, y'all, ever since they just landed on that piece of land. Lord Booker T. Washington was in Bama. The Tuskegee Institute. And the T. Airmen was the first African American military aviators. That was the Ironman. 1901, Booker T delivered his now famous speech called the Atlanta Compromise. Now, see, a woman. We should have known a woman would do this. Guess what the woman invented? I'm just going to let y'all guess. It's something to do with a car. In Greene County, Alabama, Miss Mary Anderson is credited with the invention of something to do with the cars. And she was granted her patent in 1903. In 1922, Cadillac became the first car manufacturer to adopt them as standard equipment. What did this woman invent? We didn't have seatbelts back then. You just flew around the car and
rear view mirrors.
No, close. Got something to do with the front mirror, but not the rear view.
So the passenger.
Let me help you out. Windshield wipers.
Oh, the windshield wipers?
Thank you, Chris. Windshield wipers. I told you a woman had to invent it. We want to be able to see when it's raining. Men just try to drive, stick the head out the window and see.
Yeah, we want to see.
We want to see. We don't want to get our hair wet. The Disneyland hurricane. devastated the coastal areas of Bama, Florida, and Georgia, causing extensive damage and loss of life in 1904. And it landed at St. Andrews Bay. It's known as the St. Andrews Bay Hurricane, the Great Dixie Hurricane. I don't know if I'd be named for that, but okay. See, they just cutting up. They even got the air going on. 1910, Wright brothers opened the first ever in the U.S. Civilian aviation school on an old cotton plantation on the outskirts. There's some outskirts again. Outskirts of Montgomery. Nothing ever good seems to happen on the outskirts of anything. But anyhow. However, the flight school did not remain open operational for a long time due to some problems. See, I told you nothing happens good on the outskirts of any kind of thing. Okay,
how cool is that? I'm just like, the Wright brothers are awesome.
We know the state motto.
So is Helen Keller, for that matter.
Yeah, and we know the state motto because Dawn said it so great in Latin that I'm not even going to attempt to try it. But we dare defend our rights is what it is in some English. And it was passed in February the 12th, 1923.
Alabama is one of those states that we don't hear a lot about. That and Indiana are like the states that I don't hear a lot about because I'm so far away from you guys. But yeah, they have got some cool history there.
They do.
I love all this colonial architecture as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of civil rights history too. And then in 1963, 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham was bombed by members of the KKK, resulting in the death of 4 young African-American girls. And then in 1965, people from Salem to Montgomery, the Salem to Montgomery marched in 1965 and granted the rights to vote to all African Americans. Martin Luther King Jr. participated in the march, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, drawing attention to the difficulties faced by the Black voters and the need for national voting rights acts. Did you know that very said Martin Luther King Jr. began his career as a local pastor at Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery? Montgomery just cutting up.
Yep. Very cool.
On Montgomery Civil Rights Memorial.
It's cool about Helen Keller too. I wanted to mention that while I was
on Montgomery Civil Rights Memorial, until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. Is engraved. Oh, Explorer 1 was the first successful U.S. satellite. It was launched on the Jupiter C rocket, which was built at the Huntsville, Alabama location. The satellite was launched on January 31st, 1958 from Florida. It orbits the Earth It orbits the Earth every 114.8 minutes, making 12.54 orbits each day. Rocket City, USA. What place in Bama is called that? Huntsville. It also has.
Yep.
It also has the world's largest collection of space artifacts. Ooh, do you think there's some Chicken Little stuff out there?
Uh-oh, Chicken Little stuff. There's always some somewhere.
Okay, what the hello? All right, 1966. They actually had to make a law for this, y'all. No, real early. 1996. Good God, this was just like, last week. Bama law was passed that made it illegal to hold bear wrestling matches for profit. What? Oh,
I
wait.
bet some grandpas have some stories there, right? Remember when we used to bear wrestle?
Look here. Bama said, no, we ain't taking that laying down. Later, it was repealed because it was seen as outdated and obsolete. However, it is still illegal to host or engage in it now due to laws pertaining to animal treatment and cruelty. However, it's you could they took that law off the book saying it was illegal to do bear wrestling for profit. So I guess in Bama you can wrestle some bears for profit as long as you don't get caught.
That is crazy. I won't tell my husband.
Oh, you can.
I call him Teddy Bear. He'd take it personally.
You can tell him this because you know how we always have one of the biggest things, like the pop bottle and all that kind of stuff. Well, in Bama, they said, Bama said, no, we're going to eat. So the world's largest cast iron skillet is located in the town of Fort Payne, Alabama. It measures 14 feet in diameter and weighs approximately 8 tons. You can cook you some eggs up in that skillet, some cornbread.
Do you all still use cast iron skillets? I do.
Girl, you cannot be a Southern woman and not have a cast iron skillet. It's against the law.
Yeah, well, we're in the Pacific Northwest here.
Oh, Condoleezza Rice. Y'all remember her? She was the first African American woman to serve as U.S. Secretary of State and was born in Birmingham. Note. Now, why they put a note here, I don't know. But they said note that Birmingham is also the state's largest city. I'm not sure why that was pertinent to that information. However, that's what they said. Carl Lewis was born in Birmingham, Alabama. He did a silver, gold medal winner. He did 10 world championship medals, including 8 gold, and he won 9 Olympic gold medals during 1980 and the 1990s. I told you Alabama is showing out. Jesse Owens, Olympic gold medalist, was born in Oaksville, Alabama. The son of a sharecropper and grandson of a slave, he won 4 gold medals in 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin.
That's cool.
Talladega. Y'all know about Talladega? It is the largest NASCAR oval with the length of 2.66 miles. That would be 4.281 kilometers. But it was called Alabama International Motor Speedway, AIMS, AIMS. But then it was changed to Talladega Super Speedway.
Very cool.
It has the oldest baseball stadium. It's just they just cut it up. It just goes on and on forever. They've done a lot of stuff. Oh, look here. Oh, well, we're gonna have to do something about this, Mississippi. The Pew Research, PEW Research, said that Alabama is the most religious state in the U.S., followed by Mississippi, then Tennessee, then Louisiana, then Arkansas. Now, you do realize they just named the Bible Belt, right? Okay.
We love our Bible Belt.
Yeah, but we second. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, well, Portland's not known about their Bible Belt.
Alabama. Oh, here we go. See, this is us. Alabama is the second leading catfish producing state in the United States, surpassed only by Mississippi.
I still need to eat some catfish.
Girl, get you some blackened catfish. It's so good. And do it in an iron skillet. Honey went back in there. I was going to ask him, did he know who the cradle of bass fishing was? Where is it located? Gunnersville, Alabama. I think I got, To Kill a Mockingbird. They also have an Alabama Shakespeare special. I don't know how to feel about that, y'all. Where is
There's some
Cindy?
major history there.
It is a lot. See, that's how come, we always say them Bama people.
You got some rivalry there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, Mama Juju.
Just a little bit. They just right next door.
Yeah. Too many football games, huh?
Yeah. At least they're not Razorback, so it'll be all right. The world's biggest motorcycle museum. There you go, Bonnie. Is in Birmingham.
That's fun.
There is a bronze statue featuring 3 men riding bicycles and wearing caps. It was established by a billionaire who was the sponsor of the Odd Art Projects. Well, they're also the Peanut Capital. The biggest peanut festival in the United States takes place in Alabama every fall. The festival has over 70 statues of peanut themed crafted by local artists. The Peanut Man.
That's cute.
Y'all do flying and you lose your suitcase. The Untrained Baggage Center is in Scottsboro, Alabama. It's where the lost checked bags can be found, including misplaced and mishandled cargoes. So I guess that would be the lost luggage graveyard.
Well, that's good to know.
Oh, here's some Chicken Little. The Haunted Tuscaloosa Tours. There are several haunted sites with hair-raising scenes, starting from the historic Dash House. This is in regards to the most haunted dwelling places in Alabama. There are 16 locations with spine-chilling tales and dark history of Tuscaloosa. There are guided tours on vintage busty style coaches. The excursion involves walking, so it is advisable to wear comfortable footwear when you go. So that's a lot of places to go walk, and you might need to run. Rainbow Mountain Trail. This is just interesting. Look at the last page, y'all. I know I bored you, but it's just interesting.
No, I love history about places, so thank you for reading all that.
Yeah, I don't really understand the Rainbow Mountain Trail, though. It's in Madison.
I have a good friend who just moved to Alabama.
Oh, okay. It's a 1.5 mile trail, and it gives opportunities for runners and dog owners and hikers for the adventure into Rainbow Mountain Range. It's a easy trail, and you can it's accessible every month or any month of the year.
What did they say? Why it's called Rainbow Mountain Range?
Because of the Rainbow Mountain, that's the name of it. I guess we'd have to look Rainbow Mountain up to see why Rainbow Mountain is called that. It has forest areas, cross creek beds, and beautiful flora and fauna. See, he is coughing so bad, and we might go to the doctor. Okay, I gotta try to say this. I notice it's not how you say it, and somebody feel free to correct me. But the trail crisscrosses other trails like the Jamuku Loop Trail and the Japes Trail. But it's JA space MOO space. That's moo like a cow, and then KOO. Muku. Okay, next time I get an animal, its name will be Muku. I don't care what kind of animal it is.
That's cute. That's amazing.
It doesn't say why Rainbow Mountain is called Rainbow Mountain. Nope. Maybe there's a bunch of rainbows.
Yeah, I was wondering if, like, there geologically, if something looked like it was rainbow or what. So that's what I was curious.
Yeah,
I'll look it up a little bit more.
Yeah, it's just called Rainbow Mountain. He didn't have it in here. But that's all the what's about Bama. And I did good. I didn't even look up any Chicken Little UFO kind of stuff. I just kind of, I did good. I left the Chicken Little stuff be. I'm hoping tonight.
I found out why.
Why?
So the trail is named after Elisha Rain Bolt, Bolt, who settled before 1814 on his native Chickasaw land. The name Rain Bolt evolved into Rainbow over the next century, giving us today Rainbow Mountain.
Oh, okay. Well, geez, that was a letdown. I thought it was going to be something grand.
Like, really pretty,
Yeah. Like maybe the first rainbow.
Like the rocks looking all pretty and stuff.
Yeah, like the first rainbow ever seen in the United States.
Okay, I've had fun putting lace on the colonial stuff. So I've played a little bit with the kit. I did a double pocket here and another double pocket here. Did a little flip out pocket. Added some blue lace and just making some tags off of the pieces off the pages. They look pretty cool. They're fun. And then a little flip out. Okay, so I wanted to go over really quick. So we've got the Junk Journal Gals. This didn't print up great, but we've got obviously Daisies and Grace, Mama Juju, me, Thumbprint Creations by Carrie, Creative Nana by AKA Sheila, Jones Junk Journals and More, Deb Ham, Three Hens and a Chick, Kentucky Crafter, and we also have, who am I missing?
Carrie.
Carolyn. Yeah, I said Carrie, Thumbprint Creations,
Okay.
Carrie.
Okay.
Caroline's Craft Tree, and Yvette Qualley. So I wanted to highlight a little bit Yvette and Caroline and show you guys something really cool. So let me get you guys both on. Get us both on. Okay, so let's do this while I'm talking. I want to present, let me see. So over here, what do I have?
You need to go to the doctor. Okay. Sound horrible.
So give me a moment. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a couple things so you guys can see what is going on. One thing that is happening is I am working with Yvette and Carolyn's Craft Tree. We both are, Caroline and I are now administrators for Yvette's Junk Journal shop. And I wanted to pull that up for you guys just so that you could see and go check it out and follow it if you don't already. A lot of us here already do, but I just wanted to give you guys a chance to see her page, and feel free to add some things there if you'd like, and a lot more news with what's happening with me is going to be happening there as well. So I'll be sharing our events there like this, and she has a lot of followers, so that you'll get a lot of ideas. So I sell, full disclosure, I sell supplies and journals at Yvette's Junk Journal shop, but and she bought the consignment shop from Nevermore Creations a couple years ago, and this last month I bought Nevermore Creations digitals. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up with that. Let me see it. So there is her shop, and then I will go ahead and remove this and show you guys my Etsy shop. But while I pull that up, Juju, can you, I'm going to put you on full screen, and then I'll grab that. And do you want to talk next? Do you want to share what's happening next week? And then I'll pull this up.
Yeah, next week for what person we're doing after Bama.
We've got New York, I think, is next week.
It is New York, New York, New York. We need to pull 2 more, even though we're right here. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, 2, 4, 6. We still have 6 ahead. Hi, Lucretia. Hawaii. Never been to Hawaii. New Jersey. I swear, I thought maybe we pull bunnies.
Oh, Krisha.
Let me look through here. I want
Hi, Steam and Fire and Ice.
That's Cindy. Hey, Cindy girl. We covered a lot about Bama. I'm kind of upset with Bama. Okay.
So we're doing New York next week. And what did you pull, Juju?
I pulled Hawaii. And then I pulled New Jersey.
Oh, fun. I've already done Hawaii. I'll be doing New York next week. And here is my Etsy shop. I started it again. So it's Scrapbook Sage DO. And I wanted to share what's going on here a little bit. So anything that says Nevermore Creations is I purchased her digitals, and I'll be adding more and more. And then I'm adding my own digitals up here as well that are different than the ones on the Ko-fi shop. So go ahead and check those out if you guys want to. If there's themes you want to see, let me know. I probably have access to a theme of some type. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up with that.
Oh, we went black.
And yeah, there's no Missouri.
I know. It's like it's running and hiding. It's saying, oh, Bonnie wants us. We gonna hide. It's giving you time to get through with some of your other projects so you can have a hee-haw time.
Yes. I hope you guys are doing well, Lakeisha and Steam and Fire. Glad you're able to join us. Yeah, no, haven't done Tennessee or Missouri yet, although I'm looking forward to doing them both.
Let's see. Tennessee.
New York is going to be a challenge, you guys. I'm quite sure what to focus on that one.
Okay, this is how the lineup is so far. Next week is New York. Then we have Arkansas, West Virginia, Montana, Louisiana, New Mexico, good read my writing, Texas, Hawaii, and New Jersey.
We are going to be busy this summer. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun in the
Have
summer.
any of you guys used the kits? Have you checked them out on Ko-fi? They're free over there, so go check them out. And as you can see, they're pretty versatile. You can use them for different things. So this summer's a lot is going on. Excited to have you guys. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know too. I'm going to if there's artists that you guys like from different sites, go ahead and message me and let me know, because I'm hoping next year we can do a highlight the different artists from different states. I've already got somebody from Washington, and we can do things with that way we can celebrate next year as well with the people. We are doing the paper this year and people next year. I think that'll be fun.
A brochure or 200. Yeah, you loaded me up on Tennessee, and Alicia loaded me up on Texas. Then she turned around and saw all that stuff you were talking about and posting, and she loaded me up again on Texas. So I got some more Texas stuff coming in. So my biggest two things that I'm gonna have to craft up and do is gonna be Texas and Tennessee. That means I'm gonna have to go back and redo Mississippi.
Yeah, I'll read. I know you want me to redo Mississippi for you.
I think I'm gonna have to redo Mississippi.
You guys, I don't know how to do New York.
I tell them we cannot have them other girls outdo with Mississippi. That just ain't right.
I might just. I like the Mississippi one though. It's cute.
No, I was talking about all the ephemera and
It
stuff.
has all the sea critters. Oh. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of digitals. I want to go through and separate by state. It's going to take a couple of years for that project. Or at least I know it'll take a couple of years.
You'll get it. You'll get it. And I have let me see what I do. I have some of those.
Yeah, I made 7 or 8 journals this last week.
Like I have several things. Let's see. Oh, this kid here, Dawn. Isn't this your grungy beauties?
Oh, right. That's on the Etsy shop.
Yep, that's the grungy beauties. That's the one I've got to put in with
And I made that years ago. Lindsay had a vintage image club that she said that we could recreate images and stuff back in the day. So I used that as a resource a lot. I've been playing with Nevermore Creations items for years, and I really do love crafting with them. And when she stepped away from her business, I bought her digitals so that I can do make and takes. I'm doing some make and takes tomorrow, and make the digitals available for people because she had stopped doing that. And so I approached her, and she was willing to give me rights to sell both online and drop to print and ship and use in my classes and stuff and ephemera and everything. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, Cindy, I'm making one giant journal. It's going to be oh God, there's not even a word. Gigantic. It is going to be super huge. And it's going to have all of them in it. And I usually have it to show because it's the Americana. It says, what does the front say? I can't even see the front of the book. It's going to be a humdinger, but the front of it says My America, I think, or Our America, and then it has all of the pages behind it, and it has the Constitution and stuff in it and everything. And then that was gonna, and then I have, like the flag fabric and stuff to use for the sides of it. That is going to be the journal. I bet you it's going to be like, the spine's probably going to be that wide. It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And I got this to
And
print
I'm
out.
just making journals for every state.
And I got this to print. I printed this kit out. Got this kit, printed it out to use. I wanted to use this in some of Kat's stuff that I'm doing. I thought that would be gorgeous to put stuff, she has like her mama stuff and everything. I thought that would be a pretty background to use for that. And it prints borderless and pretty, but I cannot get my printer cheap thing to print borderless. It just won't do it. It keeps telling me it's changed because of conflicting settings, and my printer will not do it. It just won't do it. But this is what I print out because I'm putting her kit and her stuff. I thought that was cute. And I found these. Oh my God. Can I show my kitty cats? Now I got this one. That's out of our kit. That's my little chickadee wine. I printed that extra one. That's going in my Chicken Little journal. And then I like Chinese and Japanese writing. This is going across, so therefore that is Japanese because Chinese goes like this. So I got this. And then the kitty cats. Look at the kitty cats. I have this kitty cat. Look at this, y'all. I'm going to fussy cut these and put these in Chicken Little. I figure where's my fussy cut ones that was doing the dancing? Here we go. Look at them.
And I will get those kitty cats in the Etsy shop. Juju asked for those just the other day, and so she wanted to share them with you, but I'll get them in the Etsy shop by the end of the day.
I'm gonna fussy cut them and put them in Chicken Little. I thought that was funny having the kitty cats in the Chicken Little journal. But they are so cute, and I also think they'll look really cute on some of my glue booking. So they got to go in Bubba Tina too.
They're cool.
Oh my gosh!
So a lot of the images are vintage, so they're 100. They're close to that 100-year mark. So they have some of that aging on them or a little bit of pixelation, but I still think they printed up pretty good for how old they are.
And they printed up pretty good to be printing off my little cheap printer. It's just a little inkjet, $39 printer.
Japanese pages are amazing. I love Japanese culture.
Yeah, the Japanese kit is awesome. But I thought this would just look so cute. And the thing I like about the kitty cats is they have a kitty cat head and a kitty cat feet, and their paws, or hands. They're not people hands; they're kitty cat paws.
Right.
If they're saying, like, some of them, if they're in gloves and stuff, they look like a gloved hand. But it's still the ones that are visible is paws, and I like that. It's just something about the kitty cat's head on some human arms and hands. It just kind of creeps me out a little bit. I ain't sure why I hadn't dove down enough into the psyche to try to figure out that one, but it just creeps me out. I don't like it. That's how come I don't do that kind of glue booking. It just freaks me out. It and clowns, go figure.
I love clowns.
I don't like clowns. You can have all the clowns you want. And then Stephen King came out with that It. Oh my God.
Oh, that is amazing. You lived in Japan. Oh my goodness. My husband and I watch so much Japanese anime. You'd think I'd know how to speak Japanese by now. I don't. But I've been watching Japanese animation for 20 years. And we love the culture. My friend brought me back some anime and some Japanese things. My friend, the Koko family, they're in India right now, but she brings me back things when she travels. Just a friendly reminder, you can also just use the pages for cute ephemera pieces too. If you just cut down, look how pretty that turned out. It's just a heart.
Well, I
But
love
yeah, Japan is amazing.
I love hydrangeas. So
Oh, cool. We've really been enjoying what is that? The Apothecary Diaries. But we watch about 5 or 6 anime each season.
I I
Oh, very cool. Yeah,
I don't watch TV. I
we
think
do too.
the last time I watched it
Yeah,
was
we use Crunchyroll. We use Crunchyroll, and Brad uses another one. I don't remember what it is. High Dive to watch a lot of the anime. Um, and we'll watch the people walking through the towns and stuff like that. So I had thought I wanted to teach sign language in Japan when I was in college, but didn't quite get there. But it was high on my list of possibilities.
wow. Did not know
That is
that.
very cool. So I will put up some Japanese digital soon on the Etsy shop. So I'll get to that next week with some nautical ones as well.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the nautical ones. I can't wait on those. That's gonna be fun. I have a friend who loves the nautical stuff, and she needs a new journal.
Well, I have to get some in the shop.
Yeah, you got to get some in the shop so we can get them, so I can make her one. But that'll be okay. You can take your time because I've been harassing Diane because my next thing is a haunted journal. Because you know, Halfway Wings coming up.
Is a wet journal?
A haunted journal. You know, Halfway Wings coming up, and I got to do that. I know you don't do Halloween, but I got to do the Halloween.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, I'll just pass on those.
You just pass on those. That's okay. I'll do it enough for both of us. How about that?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that and you do the clowns.
I'll do all my spiritual warrior stuff.
Yeah, and you do the clowns and I'll do
We'll
the
call it good.
We'll call it good.
Oh, okay. That's right. You found. Okay, I love that hydrangea page, but it is so good cut out with hearts too.
Yeah, it is. I give that to you. Look at my kitties.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't they pretty?
People love that love Di's cowboy kit. Oh, those kitties are cute. You're going to have fun with those.
I am. And I did this here. I probably need to clean my desk up. I thought that would do a good background for them. See? Isn't that pretty? It's like they're dancing with the moon behind them. Or the sun, depending on how you
Oh,
look
that
at
is
it.
perfect.
Isn't that perfect? I thought that was a good deal thing. That just looks so
You did
cute.
great. You did great.
I know. It's going to look so good in the middle of my Chicken Little. They're probably the reason the sky is falling.
They are.
Daggum cats.
Well, I had fun with this kit and I haven't even used half of it.
What's that, the Alabama kit?
So you guys, this week I went through all my lace and all my ribbon and all my lace and all my ribbon and made packages out of them. And I'm playing with my leftovers. So I had this beautiful blue lace It seems to go good with that whole colonial, a little bit see there. Sweet. Lucretia's making a list. You digitals, Lucretia?
Girl, that cowboy kid is come first. Oh, you can't forget the Vikings and the Indians to go with them now. You gotta make the whole little history. But I'm sorry. My heart belongs to the cowboy. It's the best one out of them, I must say. Of course, Gunther the warrior. He looks pretty good. We got to go back in and put them names on.
That cowboy kit was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that cowboy kit got me in trouble a couple times. But that's okay.
I blushed.
You blushed? I'll review your cowboy.
Yeah, he's like, I have to step away for a few minutes.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm going to step away for a couple minutes.
He's like, I'll give you your cowboy, all right. I'm like, dude, it's a piece of paper.
You know, I love cowboys and I love flannel shirts. I cannot get my husband to wear either one of them. I don't know what's up with that, but.
I don't know what's up with that either. I don't know. I really wouldn't probably want to wear a flannel shirt either.
He does a lot of good anime voices, though, so I guess I can't complain too much.
He does what?
He has a lot of, like, he can do voices. Like, he has a great Eeyore. He can do voices.
Oh, no, I like Eeyore. He's going to have to do that next time. Or is that the special
And
voice?
he sang me the Jigglypuff song when I was sick. You know, there's just stuff.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Make me happy.
That's too sweet.
I know. Don't work out.
Mine
Bragging
is like,
about my Brad. I can do it every now and then.
mine is like, you sick, don't breathe on me. And I'm like, go to the doctor already. Singing no damn song. You better go to the doctor.
And I need to have a campaign to change the image of Brad, because in the movies all the bad guys and jerks are named Brad or Bradley.
Really?
Have you noticed?
No, I haven't paid
Yes,
that much.
if somebody's named Brad, they're a jerk. I've seen like one person that was like an okay character named Brad, and both of them are like, they did it again, and they did it again. Well, I guess we're at 4:09. You guys, I don't know if anybody's still sticking around. But we want to thank you for joining us, and we hope you have fun with whatever you're working on. Don't feel there's Lucretia. I have lots of free digitals over in my Ko-fi shop, so go ahead and grab those and have fun with those. And so make a list, purchase when you can for the people you love, but know there's a lot of freebies available. And we will just have fun next week doing New York. I'm gonna need some help with New York. So it'll be fun to do that. So you guys have a great week, and we will chat with you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.